As it often happens in Taos, we see and recognize people, know them without really knowing them or having met them, right? Such was the case with our next honoree. If you've walked the plaza, you probably have seen her outside of her shop, sharing a smile and a wave with folks as they pass by. The first time I was actually introduced to Maye Torres, I was met with a warmth and a familiarity as if we were primas. That still sticks with me today. A multi-generational Taoseña and owner of Gallery Studio 107B, a space that originally housed a bar and restaurant owned by her grandparents, Maye is dedicated to creating a space for diverse and inclusive representation of Taos artists. Not only that, but it was noticed that she also likes to give food away to customers as they come by. Says of the person that nominated Maye for this award, it's a really cool environment to have here in Taos. Not just a gallery owner, but a renowned artist herself, Maye holds a BFA in Fine Arts from UNM with a minor in Science. She has worked in a permanent collections throughout the world, including Ethiopia, Germany, and Brazil. And she's been the recipient of 3 different 1% for the Arts programs through the New Mexico Arts. Being a mom and going to Ethiopia through the Art and Embassies program, she considers her greatest accomplishments. About a career in the arts, Maye says, it's a really difficult field to navigate, especially as a woman of color. So if you really want an interesting, adventurous, uncertain, and difficult life, you're choosing the right path. But if you want a simple, comfortable life, choose something different. We're so glad that you chose the path that you did, Maye. Her success she credits to part circumstance, part perseverance, but ultimately that she has learned and grown from everyone and every circumstance in her life. More importantly are her sons, who she considers her heroes. They have been instrumental to Maye with their support, their belief in the creative process, and because, and I quote, they have put up with her for so long. She offers this advice, which I'm sure we could all relate to at some point in this past year. There is no such thing as a sane work-life balance. Just prepare for the insanity. I don't know anyone who's managed to balance the two. From where we sit, Maye, it appears that you have managed to balance it just fine. Please join me in welcoming and congratulating Maye Torres.
Are you ready? I'm really honored to be here this afternoon, this evening. I wanted my friend Annette Duran to come up with me because truly this venture wasn't alone. And without Annette with me during this time, raising our kids together, supporting one another during times when families aren't entirely whole, it wouldn't have happened. So thank you, Annette. And thank you, Taos News and Taos Community Foundation, UNM, and all the supporters that I'm probably forgetting, the sound people and Sabroso this evening. And I have to give great thanks to my ancestors from this valley. As a 13th generation Taoseña who has Spanish and Native and mixed blood from Germany and Irish, I have to say that the women from this valley have been some of the most incredibly intelligent, powerful, beautiful, strong, resilient women that I've ever met, including my grandma, Elvira Torres from Ranchos de Taos, and she was the school teacher for the valley. There weren't many school teachers back then, but she had such a lovely sense of presence that everybody wanted to learn with her. And my father is Frank Torres, one of 11 children from Ranchos de Taos, and I want to make sure that I give thanks to all the Torres family and the women in the Torres family who are incredibly feisty, rebellious, and really adventurous. And that really gave me a wonderful platform to be who I am. And also from the Martinez family, we're descendants of Padre Martinez, who was supposed to have 89 kids, but that's not true. So there's all sorts of things. You know how rumors are in Taos. But anyway, bless his heart. He was a spiritual leader. And it's kind of funny. I feel I got this award. I feel like I've pissed everyone off in the last year or so. And I'm just sitting out there in my chair giving people soup, you know. Anyway, the heart of what I do is art, and the heart of the word earth is art. And without art, you have just So it's really important to create, and that's what I do. I inspire people to create. I create myself. I'm the mother of 3 sons, Isaiah, Zach, and Matthias, and my surrogate son, Angelo, and that son. And the community. I've been an art teacher through different venues through the years, and it has fed me as much as I have given them the platform to make art. So I just want to end by saying we live in one of the richest, most beautiful communities in the world. And with all our diversities, there's a lot of change happening. And if we can just keep the soul and spirit of this place alive, which is being kind to one another, helping each other out. So I have some ideas for how we can change besides making art every day. And one of them is to do 5 good deeds a day. If we each reach out and do 5 good deeds a day, we can change this world overnight. And, 3 good deeds is pretty easy, but the last 2, you have to work at them. It's tough, but anyway, I know we can do it, and we can be a real leader of the Renaissance in this world for creating a platform for acceptance and tolerance and love. So keep making art. Love you guys.
Felicidades, prima.